Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Lyriq Bent about Long Slow Exhale, which is premiering April 4th on Spectrum. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, Petey.
There's a lot at play here with this show. A little bit of a tale of two shows a little bit. In one regard, it's about basketball and sports. You look at the other spectrum of things, it's not about sports at all. It's about life and a lot of what these characters have to go through. I'm curious if you notice that when you sign on, you read a script like this, that you have like both at play right now.
Well, it's paramount for me that it has those elements, because at the end of the day, that's what real people are like, and I like to portray real characters that people can relate to. So when I first read the script, I was actually quite pleased and floored because it was so well written, and it's not always that you get a well written script, much less a series. So, everyone's pretty much in for a great ride.
Absolutely. A lot of characters like your character, they're going to see throughout the series, kind of becomes a snowball. They make kind of one decision, they do one thing, and then it kind of leads to a lot of other like negative things and a lot of craziness. And I'm curious, how do you prepare for a role like that, knowing that, your character, like a lot of characters in the show, just kind of end up it snowballs one decision after another, just constantly.
Well, it's like life. I mean, we don't know what decisions are going to do or where it's going to take us when we make them. The only difference is if you read a script, you kind of have a sense of where it's going. But my job is to make sure that I don't play ahead of time. I play in the moment. And that's the beauty of what we do is we allow ourselves to be surprised, as artists. So it's really, we've all experienced it. We've all gone through it. And so just being in the moment is what helps me, keep the truth alive, I guess.
Absolutely. You're a storyteller. That's what you do. Lyriq Bent is a storyteller.
Yes.
What excites you about storytelling specifically?
Being able to put real life emotions in imaginary circumstances and not being really accountable, at the end in terms of outcome, true outcome. But knowing that it's going to actually impact someone in terms of understanding, or just being able to say, I know someone who's in that situation, and seeing the outcome of whatever the character is going through could then, that person could then say, oh, you know what, now I have a better idea of how to help that person. So it's not just educational, it's also informative, and hopefully people, see both aspects.
It's premiering April 4th on Spectrum, and then basically every week 3 more episodes are gonna air. So they're gonna be in for the ride. But when they watch the show, takeaway wise, what are you hoping they get out of it when they watch the show specifically?
Pretty much what I touched on. Just understanding that even though this is a TV show, it's relatable. I want to, especially the women, in the show. I want the women in the show to really come across to the viewers, and anyone who might be in any kind of situation that these characters go through, know that the fear is real, and that's what makes you feel human, knowing that there is fear, and that fear brings bravery, brings strength. It gives you a better understanding of what you can accomplish or overcome. So without it being corny or just stereotypical in any kind of way, I want people to really watch it to understand that it's also educational and it's a learning thing. It's not just entertainment, but you're going to be entertained too.
Edutainment at its finest, which is
entertainment at its finest.
Absolutely.
Said it right, Petey.
Lyriq, thank you so much for your time. April 4th, Long Slow Exhale, premiering on Spectrum. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.